minutes as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you, Kevin. We all know Joel Embiid's incredible blend of size, strength, and skill. He says, whenever I want, I'm able to be Shaq. And I'm also able to be Dirk, Kobe, or MJ, or any guard, really. Just a combination of everything offensively. Kevin, whether it's shooting off the dribble or pulling up or ball handling, he does it all well.
He does indeed. David, thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. DeAnthony Melton out there with Harden, and it's House in at the small forward. And for New Orleans, Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Josh Richardson out there with McCollum, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Now here's McCollum. To the inside. And it's Williamson missing. Got a piece of it. Philadelphia with the ball. Harden right side. Pass to Tucker. Here's Melton. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Melton's got the first points on the scoreboard for the 76ers. It's McCollum on the wing. He's guarded by Melton. And the pass to Williamson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
There's such an aura around the way that Zion Williamson has come into the league. Such a different player, the way he moves, the way he jumps. There's no doubt that everybody has an eye on Zion.
Now, here is Harden. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Back to Tucker. Passes to Melton. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Tucker. Good D by Williamson.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Richardson, good.
One part about Josh Richardson's game is the speed factor. Turns on the jets when he's taking it to the rack.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Melton against McCollum. Embiid trying to break loose. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton. Melton's got his second basket of the game. McCollum kicks to Ingram. Here's Richardson. That one's rebounded by Embiid. 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. McCollum against Harden. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. McCollum dishes to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, once Zion gets that close and it's a position that he likes, that backboard's going to be shaky.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Melton. Out to the right wing. Here is House. He's covered by Ingram. House the pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Melton. Embiid wide open. That one off the back iron and out.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Here's Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Don't be surprised if Valanciunas can step behind that arc and knock it down.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against Minnesota. Melton feeling it out a bit. Back to Harden. To the right side. 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Now here's Ingram. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. He dishes it to Richardson. Here's Williamson. And no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season. Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Snatched up. Another shot. Williamson. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, here's Melton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Harden. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 3. He feeds it to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
The awareness and the natural playmaking ability starting to show up in Zion's play.
Here's Melton. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Right wing. And Tucker kicks to Harden. On the wing, Melton. No good from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here is House. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. He kicks it to Richardson. Pass to Valanciunas for the 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And taking a look at the Pelicans, lots of talent have come through that program over the years, and they're loaded now.
Yeah, they've brought in some talent. They've done a good job in the draft and trying to find ways to hold on to these guys, along with having a healthy Zion. If all that comes together, it's definitely going to help their chances to be more competitive.
Now here's McCollum. His last outing, he had 8 points. Again, New Orleans turns it over. Some changes for Philadelphia. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Harris comes in for Daniel House. And Maxey's subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And there's the pass to Harris. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
it's tied up with that one.
I feel like Tobias Harris's confidence has grown over the past couple seasons, especially on the offensive end. Very capable of taking advantage of smaller defenders.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Nance is checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Milton's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly. And, guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick in Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Here's Alvarado. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Passes it to Hayes. Pocket 6. Connects from three-point range. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
That's tipped. Here's Alvarado. In the corner, it's Ingram. Here's Jones. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New Orleans?
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
That free throw, no good.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
New Orleans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. Some rookies take time to get acclimated to the NBA. But that was not the case with Herbert Jones.
Yeah, Herb started his second game in the league, and for a second-round pick to make that immediate of an impact, it's pretty rare in the NBA. He did play all 4 years of college ball, but he came in the NBA ready to rock.
Here's Alvarado. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Pass to Murphy. 6 on the shot clock. Hayes trying to break free. Murphy can't hit. 76ers trailing. Outside, Maxey. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now, here is Murphy. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Jones, no one around him. A shot's good on the assist by Nance.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Milton. To the wing right side. Here's Harrell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Here's Alvarado. Kicks it to Murphy. Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Maxey. 4 on the shot clock. Jones, no luck. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. The pass to Harrell. On the wing, Milton. Takes it from 10, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Right side, Jones. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pass to Alvarado. Nance, right side, and stolen by Harrell. George Niang, he's checked in for Embiid. The 76ers leading. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Alvarado passes to Jones. Pass to Hayes. Here's Alvarado. He kicks to Murphy. Launches it. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Pass to Harris. There's the pass to Niang. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nance in the post. Passes it to Alvarado. Jones for 3. That one's not going to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Maxey kicks to Milton. Back to Maxey. Tipped away. Murphy down low, guarded by Harris, and the basket by Murphy. Murphy's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Here's Harris. It's tipped. Here's Alvarado. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And we'll be back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Harris. DeAnthony Melton out there with Harden. And it's Niang in at the power forward. Here's Melton. Rejected by Ingram.
Well, Brandon Ingram is so long, and that's what we could say to the ball. So long.
They now take the lead. McCollum's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pelicans. That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Into the lane and slam dunk by Ingram.
That's the kind of aggressive basketball you love out of Brandon Ingram.
The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Melton. Over to the left wing. Tucker inside. Working on Williamson. Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Valanciunas. Harden kicks to House. Just 3 to shoot. The 76ers with another miss. Pelicans leading by 4. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Down low. Stolen by Harden. Here we go. One-on-one. Harris with it. Now defended by Williamson. The Pelicans shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Richardson dishes to Williamson. Shoots over Tucker. Off the left rim and out. The 76ers trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
House the pass to Harris. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Here is House. The Pelicans make their last shot. Tucker finds Melton. Another miss by Philadelphia. New Orleans leading by 6. Poke loose. Stolen by Harden. Pass to Melton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw drops for Melton. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Embiid, he's checked in for Harris. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. There's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
So it's Philadelphia now. The Pelicans make their last shot. Here is House. He's covered by Ingram. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. The pass to Tucker. Harden outside. Clock at 6.
They are really struggling from the floor.
There's Embiid.
And just to contest, a big man like Valanciunas putting a hand up makes that shot incredibly difficult.
And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Ingram kicks to McCollum. Off target from three-point range.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's House. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw drops for House. And so House nails both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
The 76ers trail by 4. And here's Harden. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Embiid against Valanciunas. A nice shot by Embiid.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
And Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Ingram. 8 points for him. Richardson up top, guarded by Harden. 6 to shoot. Williamson from long range.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Melton, no good. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Richardson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Richardson playing with boundless energy, great at going into the physical defense and drawing the foul.
For New Orleans, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Richardson.
And Josh Richardson continuing to develop his overall game, has such good height at the 2-guard spot.
And Richardson drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Passes it to Melton. And here's Tucker. Here's Harden on the wing. Richardson cover. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot. Well, James Harden still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston, and now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Now here's Williamson, guarded by Tucker. Williamson, the pass to McCollum.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Pass to Embiid. Out to the wing. On the wing, Harden. Just 5 to shoot. It's good from long range. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Greg, Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injuries. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but We've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
So for the Pelicans, Harry Nance is checked in for Williamson. And Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxey's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Now, here's Richardson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. The dish to Ingram. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
Well, he's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. Well, for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. Now, here's Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ingram with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Nance. Shot clock at 6. To the left side wing. Here's Valanciunas. And the Pelicans miss again. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
And Tucker, great job reading the floor and finding a way to set up a ready shooter.
Now here's Ingram. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Embiid against Valanciunas. Back to Ingram. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ingram's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Out to the right wing. Now here's Harrell. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Ingram against Harrell. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
Philadelphia's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Back to Harden. Over to the wing. Now here's Tucker. He's covered closely. The 76ers have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. That's good from Tucker.
And P.J. Tucker, one of those guys that we talk about as a journeyman throughout his NBA career, but there's no doubt that he's made positive impact and touches wherever it is that he's played.
George Niang, he's checked in for Philadelphia. That one misses. Steady as can be. Talk more, Brent, about what Jonas Valanciunas means to the game.
Truly the definition of consistency. Jonas Valanciunas averaging double-digit scoring for 11 straight seasons and a double-double the last 4. That's the epitome of a guy who does the dirty work and produces.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here is Nance. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. 5 on the clock. Jones from outside. The rebound by Niang. The 76ers lead. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And really complete control of that game. If you recall, guys, they made sure they didn't have to sweat that one out down the stretch.
And the final score may not have indicated just how much they were in that one. They were clearly the dominant team.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And Richardson drops them both. The 76ers trail. Maxey kicks it to Tucker. On the wing, Milton. Loads it up there for Harrell. It's deflected. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
No good on the wing three. Here's Alvarado. No points in the game yet for him. Now Murphy. Now the pass to Nance. Here's Alvarado. Nance trying to break loose. A three-pointer, no good. Philadelphia's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
And D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Alvarado. Out left to the wing. Murphy passes to Hayes. Gets a very good look and converts. Hayes has got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The 76ers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Milton, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. Harris is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Both free throws good for Milton. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. To the inside. Left side, Nance. Passes it to Alvarado. Kicks it to Murphy. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Harrell. It's a close game here in New Orleans. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Milton. No good off the back of the rim. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Hits the jump hook. Nance has got his first points of the night.
You got to do better than that on Larry Nance Jr. Outstanding at keeping his balance, even after getting hit.
26 seconds left now here in the second. Outside, Maxey. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. 5 to shoot. For 3, Harris. He doesn't hit that one. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Pelicans. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action in just a minute.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half was all about Brandon Ingram. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. So far, he's played a big role for his team here. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
They put a big effort into rebounding down, working to corral every miss. That's the hustle you love to see. If they can maintain this approach, it'll give them an edge in other areas of the game.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's Harden. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Richardson is out there with McCollum, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And they get it back. They get it back. Here's House. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Richardson. Back to McCollum. The 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Harden. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. He kicks to Richardson. Valanciunas inside. Guarded by Embiid.
It is amazing how good a three-point shooter Jonas Valanciunas has become.
Well, he didn't attempt a 3 in his first 5 years of the NBA, and now he's shooting a ton of them. So he's got great feel, great touch, and it's done a lot to round out his game.
And the first one at the line is good.
There are ways to get a guy like Jonas Valanciunas to be aggressive in a game. You got to feed the big man. So get him the ball earlier. Get it to him often.
Valanciunas hits them both. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Now, here's Tucker. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Embiid finds Melton. Clock at 6. For the lead. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williamson's got 9 points.
You got to admire right now Zion being very assertive and feeling like his team needs this kind of offensive confidence.
New Orleans leading by 3. And it's McCollum off the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Yeah, C.J. McCollum, really one of the more unique scorers in the league, and it has a lot to do with the peanut butter smoothness he has, handling the ball, being on great balance, and being one step ahead of the defense.
Here is House. 5 points in the game. Harden's shot is off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Williamson kicks to Ingram. This one for 3. Tips it up. Williamson on the follow. Williamson's got the lead up to 7 now for New Orleans.
Yeah, Zion bringing it right there, crashing the glass, and relentless energy to get the ball.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Richardson. Philadelphia with the ball. Pass to Melton. Here is House. He's covered by Ingram. Jones against Harden. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Embiid, the pass to Tucker. The 3 from Harden. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
The pass to Jones. Back to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by House. House has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Melton. He's got 6. Over McCollum. Melton finds Embiid. Kicks it out to Harden. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And here's Harden for 3.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range.
And here is Williamson. He's got 11. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on James Harden.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in 2nd in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. Melton passes to Tucker. Here is House. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Melton, no good.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And again, no good by New Orleans. Here is House. He's covered by Ingram. And Tucker kicks to House. Nobody near Milton. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Here is House. He's covered by Ingram. They get it back. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
Now here's McCollum. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Inside. Got a piece of it. Embiid finds Harden. Lobbed up there for Embiid. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Now here's McCollum. Right side, Jones. Ingram outside. The three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Up top, Melton. He's guarded by McCollum. Harden against Jones. Embiid kicks the house. Here's Melton. Goes back up. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Joel Embiid.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside, Jones. It's Ingram on the wing. Williamson trying to free himself up. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Jones.
Well, when he gets around there, because he's so long and so quick off the floor, Brandon Ingram tough to stop.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
Now, here's Melton. 6 points for him. With the teardrop. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
And making the most of his three-point chances. That's Tucker just spotted up and ready to go.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And some changes here for the 76ers. Tobias Harris comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Maxey subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Here's Alvarado. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He's with it. Passes to Alvarado. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Murphy can't hit.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Harris passes to Maxey. Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Pass to Murphy. Kicks to Jones. Pass to Murphy. Over House. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Now the 76ers with it. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Outside Maxey. Harris outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The shot by House is no good.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Murphy passes to Hayes. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. And Murphy kicks to Jones. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. They trail by 1. And the pass to Embiid. Harden with it. Pass to Maxey. Over Alvarado. Maxey, no good. New Orleans has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Alvarado passes to Hayes. Rebound by House. House has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Philadelphia making a change here. Harrell's checked in. Harden against Jones. Harden kicks to Maxey. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's his 4th foul of the contest. New Orleans making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. And Philadelphia has possession. It's a 1-point game. 5 on the clock. Pass to Embiid. He kicks it to Harris. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Here's Alvarado. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Murphy can't hit. And the 76ers with possession. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And that one, good.
And Harris, a polished shooter. Good form on that one.
Driving to the basket. And the basket by Alvarado. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Pass to Maxey. On the wing, Harris. Over Murphy. Harris missing again. New Orleans in the lead. Richardson attacking. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Awesome seeing Richardson get a little tricky with the ball. Some fancy moves there.
And Philadelphia has possession. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Harden the pass to Maxey. Nance against Harrell. Back to Maxey. Over Jones. Misses off the left iron. New Orleans leading by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Harden.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Richardson. He's got 8. Here's Alvarado. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Pelicans on top, leading by just 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. But you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. D'Anthony Melton out there with Maxey. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Drops in the tray.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession. And then CJ getting slick.
The 76ers trail by 4. The pass to Melton. Back to Maxey. Now Melton. Passes it to Embiid. Over Valanciunas. That shot missing. And New Orleans will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. To the paint. And there's Williamson on the assist by McCollum. 16 points for Zion Williamson. Melton kicks it to Tucker. To the wing right side. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
New Orleans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. Ingram left side. Over Harris. And it's Ingram missing. The 76ers trail by 4. Right side Maxey. Harris inside. He's covered by Ingram. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter start. Cullen passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And here we go. This is great stuff as Zion looks like he's about to take over the game.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Melton. Count it, and the foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Free throw drops for Melton. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And here's McCollum. Williamson outside. Back to McCollum. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Maxey kicks it to Tucker. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from House.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Murphy. Back to McCollum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Melton against McCollum. Here's Maxey. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Murphy. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Melton passes to Tucker. Knocks it loose. To the right side. Here's House. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Valanciunas has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Murphy. It's hauled in by the 76ers. House has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Murphy. In the corner, it's Ingram. The feed to Valanciunas. Williamson trying to free himself up. And there's Valanciunas on the assist from Ingram.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's McCollum. There's the pass to Murphy. Back to McCollum. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
No good on that one. And the Pelicans making a change here. Alvarado's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Pelicans leading by 6. A chance here to get a quick injury report. And let's get an update on Josh Richardson's injury. David, what do you have there?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for New Orleans. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. He will not return to the game, and he may not be back on the court for a couple of games so he can heal up. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Larry Nance has checked in for New Orleans. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David. Now McCollum, after the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey, fires the 3. Rebound by House. House has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Tucker. Here's Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Nance.
Well, he's a capable shooter, but I like the initiative there from Tobias, taking it inside, forcing the defense back, and drawing contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. And so here is New Orleans. They've led by as much as 10. McCollum against Maxey. McCollum passes to Valanciunas. The jump hook. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Melton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Harden in for Maxey. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
The 76ers trail by 7. Inside, there's Embiid. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Now here's Ingram. Williamson in the post. He's against Tucker.
And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
Here is House. Shoots over Ingram. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from House.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
The 10-footer. And it's Williamson missing. The 76ers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Harden the pass to Melton. 76ers moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's House. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Here's McCollum. 76ers getting the bucket. Mr. Williamson. Dishes it to Nance. Pelicans keep it alive. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
Pass to Melton. Floats one. Some solid defense from Ingram. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. 3-point lead. Williamson outside. And it's Melton with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Offensive rebound. Here's Williamson. Second chance shot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Valanciunas, a mountain of a man out there, and that catches up with the matchups defensively.
And the first one at the line is good. Daniels, he's checked in for Larry Nance. The 76ers also with a sub. Maxey's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Philadelphia calls time here. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Harden outside. Now, here's Tucker, covered by Williamson. Harden dishes to Embiid, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Ingram. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
And that's big time from B.I.
The 76ers trail by 7. Maxey passes to Embiid. Over Valanciunas. Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by Valanciunas. He gets that one. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
McCollum kicks to Ingram. And there's the drive. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Ingram just continuing to impress and taking strides in the right direction. Just a tremendous amount of offensive weaponry.
Marshall, he's checked in for New Orleans.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Now, here's Maxey. Kicks it to Embiid. Basket counts. Embiid's got 24.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
McCollum against Maxey. Ingram dishes to McCollum. Back to Ingram. Clock at 6. And it's McCollum in the corner. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
House the pass to Harden. And 1:01 left to play here in the 4th. No good there. Poked away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And there's the pass to Maxey. On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Ingram. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments.
To the left side wing. Marshall inside the 3-point line. The wing jumper off target. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is House. Maxey looking it over. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Now you're coming down the stretch. You got to get the ball into your scorer's hands. Somebody's going to make the right decision, and that guy is C.J. McCollum.
Timeout called the 76ers. They trail by 4. 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter. .11 seconds left in the 4th. To the wing on the left. Here's Melton. Off target with his 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with C.J. McCollum. C.J., how did you pick this defense apart and find your teammates?
I just tried to be aggressive. I was coming up short in the first half, but I was getting where I wanted to go on the court. So based on the film, I was just trying to make the right passes, whether that be weak side or finding the big man rolling. And tonight they finished it.
Well, your work studies paid off, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.